How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. Welcome to the first episode of Don't Buy It, You Don't Need It. This is going to be a series where I pick various products from the store and I'm going to try to reverse the brainwashing that advertisement has done to you. In this process, I'm going to try to convince you that you really do not need these products as a sort of unsalesman, if you will. Without further ado, let's begin. The first product I have here is a little mascot timer. It's sort of like a souvenir from a store. But what I really want to talk about is souvenirs in general, because a lot of people would go to various places, various national parks or whatever, and they would always have souvenirs. You can have all kinds of stuff like sweaters, hats, little magnet things like people like to collect, little keychain things. And for some reason, some people are really attached to always getting the same type of souvenir from many different places. Now for me, I don't find a need to try to collect all these things from all these different places just so that you have a big collection of it, and somehow it usually always collects dust. If you do not buy these souvenirs, well, what do you buy instead? You don't really need to buy anything actually. If you have a camera, you have loads of pictures that you can look back upon. You can print these pictures out at 10 cents each rather than buying some souvenir junk thing that's $5. What's more important is your ability to remember the good times that you had on your vacation. So you don't really need these little objects to remind you. A picture would remind you just the same. Next I have here is a watch. Now somehow I do not have a good appreciation of very fine timepieces, but I have worn watches before, and since everybody carries some sort of smartphone or a non-smartphone even, it always has the time. So these timepieces are basically obsolete and you don't really have to buy them. I have this one mainly because I thought it was cool at the time, and it had this little watch digital thing that when you press the button it kind of zooms right past. Now it would have been great if it kept on working, but this thing quickly failed after 2 years. The electronic portion inside this watch just kind of died. So it's a watch that's not that reliable. Perhaps there are more reliable watches. I'm sure the Timex ones would work a lot better, even though it's not as fancy looking, but it does last. Functionally, you no longer need a watch. And if you do wear one, you would be a target of theft. If you no longer wear a watch at all, number one, you will no longer get a watch tan. Number two, you will not have the problem of maintaining it so that it keeps on working, such as replacing the battery, or if it gets scratched or something, or if you lose it, you gotta buy a brand new one. And certainly, it will not die after 2 years like this one over here. The third item is storage containers. Many people, when they buy storage containers at the store, they think that, oh, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna get so organized, everything's gonna look so neat, but then at home it's still a mess even after they buy these storage containers, is because the mess comes from the stuff that you have. Not that it's going to be solved just from you buying more things so that you can put your things inside the storage container. If you really want to get organized, you get rid of more stuff and you don't have to buy the storage containers at all. So go ahead and sell your stuff on Craigslist, apps like Letgo or Close5 or even eBay, and just get rid of your stuff instead of trying to buy more containers. The fourth item is hand washing soap. If you go and buy one of these expensive bottles, it's about $3, $4 each bottle. If you buy the gel kind, it might be $1 or $2, but if you just buy this bottle and get this little foaming attachment on the top here, you can actually refill this with a little bit of gel and add the rest of it with water so that it's watery like this, and it becomes fully reusable. Now if you buy a whole bottle of gel soap, it's like $5, $6 for like 128 ounces or something, and you can essentially multiply the amount in that gel by maybe 3 to 4x, and it's still only gonna cost you $5, $6. If you buy the same volume of liquid hand soap, it's gonna cost you maybe $40, $50, so you're essentially reducing the amount you spend on hand soap by 10x here. If you're interested on how exactly to do this, I made a video and I'll leave it over here. The fifth and final thing I like to talk about is alcohol in general. When I was young, I go and buy beer all the time because I thought this was normal. Everybody goes and drink beer all the time. But little did I know that even though beer, alcohol is so widely purchasable, if you think about alcohol in general, if you drink it to an excess, you are no longer yourself. People go puking everywhere and you don't feel good the next day. It harms your liver, and when I went to a Body Worlds exhibition one time, I saw a liver laid out from an alcoholic and it had all these dark spots all over it. That was the defining moment for me that goes, oh my gosh, I really should not drink as much because it's really damaging my liver. You hear people say that, it's like, oh, my liver or whatever. You don't really see how bad it is for you until you see the actual organ and how there's all these damages, physical damages to your liver. And that is the defining moment where I actually actively goes, you know, maybe I really shouldn't drink all that much anymore. So somehow I have this bottle and it has been finished, not just by myself, but you gotta be sure I'm probably never ever going to buy a hard liquor bottle as big as this anymore. So do think about your health here, and this will greatly reduce the amount of alcohol, beer that you buy. For me, I still drink a little bit, but I'm trying to wean off of it completely, even in social situations, as much as I can. I hope all these tips really help you in thinking about all these 5 products that I presented in how you actually really do not need them at all. Don't forget to give me a like on this video, comment down below. Let me know other products that you can easily dissuade people from buying. If you're interested in supporting my channel, don't forget to check out my Audible link down in the video description below, where you can get a free audiobook, and if you don't like the audiobook or the service, you can cancel it before the subscription ends and you don't have to pay a thing, and you can still keep the audiobook for free and still help benefit this channel. I also have a Patreon over here where you can support my channel directly, and I give various perks at various contribution levels. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel over here and click that bell icon next to the subscribe button so you get new notification whenever I upload a brand new video. Thanks for watching.